FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Is that when people would get repaid back, a lot of people thought it was a donation, and they wouldn't come back to Kiva. In fact, today we have well over $10 million just sitting in Kiva lenders' accounts that are not being put to work in the hands of other people because people won't come back to the website to actually reloan their money. And so we've been really thinking hard about how can we keep our lenders engaged. And the big thing, I think the big innovation that we've stumbled upon in the last 5 years is that we can actually make the site much more fun and much more social. Facebook, for example, is an incredibly engaging site. Some would argue an addictive site. They have 500 million people, over 500 million people who've registered, and half of us who have log in every single day. And so one of the things that we decided to do is create lending teams and groups on Kiva, because social movements are inherently social. And on Kiva today, you can actually join with other people to form a team. So there's over 15,000 teams. The top two teams right now are the Atheists and the Christians, and they're competing against each other, and they even have like message boards and just trash talking, and it's all with the right intention of alleviating poverty. But you know what we want to do is actually make this thing as fun and compelling as possible. And one of my favorite lending teams on Kiva is the Women Who Lend to Shirtless Men lending team. This is a group of women that basically have come together, and they pick, when men are listed on the website that aren't wearing a shirt, typically from Southeast Asia that I've seen, they will jump right on those loans. And so, you know, this is I think what we need to continually do that I think philanthropy historically hasn't really thought about is we shouldn't underestimate fun. And one of the things, you know, I've been asked, who do you view as Kiva's competition? And I actually think that our biggest competition is battling for people's attention. Because, you know, you're hardly spending any money if you're getting it back. It's just really kind of getting people engaged on this platform. And every month, 60 million people are building virtual farms on Farmville on Facebook. And every month, only 60,000 people, less than 0.1% of that number, is actually building real farms on Kiva. And so how do I make building real farms on Kiva as compelling as building virtual farms on Facebook? That's what we want to think about, and that's the kind of Silicon Valley breakthroughs we want to bring to the site.